Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the animation breakfast stream with Doug and Swift.
It's us. Happy Monday, everyone. It's the start of a brand new week.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I feel like just doing a bunch of just drawing
Holy
to start off.
shoot.
I don't really want to
You should do that.
plan a project or anything.
Do that, dudes. You deserve it. Do it because you wanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got my pen.
Got my pen.
Gonna draw.
Oh, hell yeah. It feels like October 48. Is in
The year
October
48?
1948 or is in October the 48th? Beyond Halloween. October the 48th. Is it actually? It is October the 48th, isn't it?
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Imagine if you did that. You were just like, oh, it's January the 213th.
Just refuse to leave the month behind.
Yeah, there's a certain number of room for new information in my head, and I refuse to absorb all of it. Hey TBG, good morning. How are you? A galactic vegetable. Hello.
Oh, wow.
TBG, we are animating. We're animating for fun.
Wow.
I know, right? It's almost like this is called the Animating stream or something.
Yeah, finally back to your roots.
Yeah.
What have you been
nice.
doing for all this time?
Illustrations. Started doing a bunch of illustrations because I needed to do it for Thoughtful. But now Thoughtful is over. And there's still some illustrations I'd like to do. But more than anything, I missed animating just for fun. And so I'm animating just for fun. So the animations I do might not be grand, might not be incredible, they might not even be good. But you know what? I'm going to have fun doing them. Gonna
Good.
learn some stuff.
Yeah. Good.
Gonna do a learn.
Gonna do a learn.
Yeah.
Gonna do some learns. Do learns, kids.
Opposing action. Back go up, but his head go down. That's an animation principle. You haven't been sleeping in 5 days. What? Why? You know sleep is super important. Like, as in to do good work and also to not die. Sleep is extremely important. I think that the most someone can go without sleep is like 10 days is the record before they just die. There was that dude in Japan who was overworking. He was an animator, and he went for a nap and didn't wake up because he hadn't been taking care of himself and sleeping enough. Horribly sad.
Now I just want to go back to bed.
Yeah, but your brain needs it. Your brain needs it. It makes you a better person and a better artist.
Me make better decisions.
Yeah, sleep is for the weak is possibly like the most stupid motivational phrase
Yeah.
in existence. Why around here we say sleep is for the strong. I think the most I ever went without sleep was 3 days. When I was doing a deadline. And by the end of that 3 days, my dudes, I was hallucinating.
What did you see?
I think I've told you this before, but not people on stream. I was just seeing stuff out of the corner of my eye, like my peripheral. I kept seeing things move and like whipping around to see what they were, but there was nothing there.
It's pretty scary. It's like you were accessing another plane of existence.
Yeah, the sleep plane. Where my brain was like, you're falling asleep. But your brain is still awake, so we're going to pretend it's real. Yeah, that's my sleep story.
It's a good story.
Is it healthy to sleep 4 hours a night and being 13? I couldn't say. I ain't no sleep doctor.
You should probably sleep more and help your brain develop.
Yeah, I think, and I've heard this from science. And I know that science is just best guess. But I think everyone's pretty unanimous on 8 hours is needed by your brain. Everyone's different, having said that. If 4 hours works for you and you don't feel tired and you feel happy and healthy and awake, then fair enough. But if you're sleeping 4 hours a night and you're super tired, you go get some sleep.
You get that sleep, yo.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Important.
Mm.
You don't want to, but you might though. You should. You should. You can always catch this as a VOD. You can always catch this tomorrow. Give your brain some rest. Let you sleep on it. That is the correct answer. Did we like Goose Game? Heck yeah. Goose Game was awesome. Are you kidding me? I loved it. Thank you very much, Mike, for surprising me with that.
You're welcome.
Super duper cool. I want more games where I get to be a nuisance and a cute animal at the same time. There was someone online who was developing this raccoon model, which was extremely cute, and they would use it to knock over a bunch of rubbish bins and bump into people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that looks kind of similar, and I'm hoping that they release that game and it's just be a nuisance as a raccoon, because I would be into that. Galactic vegetable? No way, really? An animatic? Oh, that would be so cool. That's one thing that I've always wanted, is for someone to like a Let's Play that we do enough to want to do some kind of animation to it. That would be so dope.
It would be cool.
I didn't think of a better descriptor word than dope. Wonderful.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. Who here remembers Goat Simulator? I remember Goat Simulator.
I do. I remember.
Never played it, but I did watch a lot of people play it.
I'm gonna grab some reference rather than doing this out of my head.
You know what? That's a great idea, Mike.
Yeah.
Grab that ref.
It's this figure drawing a clock.
Whoa. Cool.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna draw figures just to practice drawing figures? Are you going to draw some bear figures?
I'm just drawing figures to practice, I think. I haven't done it in over a week, I think, so.
How did that commission go, by the way?
Good. They like it. I just want to do some tidy ups on it.
Okay, cool. I like him. The Barrington. The Barrington the Brave.
Did we microwave eggs?
Eggs. We
Yeah.
haven't tried microwaving an egg yet. I forgot that was a priority. I forgot that was something I was meant to be doing. Has anyone else microwaved any eggs? Can anyone tell us what happens? I have eggs. Do I want to waste them by microwaving them though?
Would they be wasted? What happens?
I don't know. That's the thing. It could be fine. Could be very not fine. Oh, Alex, I'm glad it's going well. Night night, Banjojo.
They explode. Ah.
Maybe I won't microwave an egg then. Especially since the microwave actually is our flatmates rather than ours.
Is it a microwave? Or is it just a small oven grill
Dude,
that we
it's
have?
the microwave.
Is it? Okay.
Of course. Yes!
Okay.
You know? Or we could just be putting those curries into the oven.
That's true. It's just because it doesn't turn. It weirds me out.
Not every microwave. Not all microwaves this.
It weirds me out, India.
I'm trying to think of like the equivalent of being a racist, but for appliances. Appliancist? I don't know. I'm tired.
Why? Why
It's an early
even?
Monday morning. Microwavist.
Gadgetist.
Yeah, we have a no turning microwave. It's just like a rack. It still does it still shoots microwaves, but
What? Yeah, alright, yeah. I forgot that's why they're called that.
yeah, they're not called microwaves because they rotate, or they'd be called
Rotator waves.
rotate. You beat me to it. Wow, our brand of humor is truly on fire this
At least
morning.
we're on the same page.
That's true.
We just need to warm up a little.
Maybe we should go and use the microwave.
Maybe.
Oh,
I choose you, Pikachu.
sneezes, they come in. Sneezes of tiredness. Jelena Ribeno. Hey, I've been studying animation at uni, but I had to stop for a bit because I couldn't keep up with the workload. Do you guys have any advice on how I can improve my drawing speed and confidence? Yeah, actually, I do. You should try drawing with a pen. Without any pencils in your sketch pad. So just don't worry about sketching out first. Draw with pen. It will teach you to be confident, especially if you do that in combination with things like 30-second sketches, where you kind of have to rely on your instincts a little bit. You can't always think about everything. So I would prescribe to you 30-second sketches in marker or similar. Other than that, it's just experience and practice, and everybody learns at their own rate, so don't push yourself too much. You know, don't feel like it's helpful and you don't feel able to keep up. That's okay. Just do what you can do, and then you'll get faster if you are working on it gradually. But yeah, don't worry so much. Have fun with it. That is the main thing that helps me be faster. Is just being like, just have fun with it.
Yeah. When you're first starting out and learning, it's kind of, I think it's quantity over quality, really. Is like getting your hand and eye, like getting your hand used to drawing what you're trying to see.
Yeah, you're right. Like getting your feet wet.
Yeah.
The more you make, better. And every single thing you make, you'll learn from. It doesn't necessarily have to be good, but everything that you do will give you experience.
Like, I think it's sometimes important to take a step back from like coursework you might have and just draw for
The joy.
for the yeah.
Draw for the joy and for the practice.
Because if everything has like a grade or that sort of attached to it, you might seize up, and then you'll spend time trying to draw what you think you need to, but you'll actually not be drawing quite as much as you could be if you relaxed a little and let go. And just had fun making marks on the paper.
Yeah. Alex, that's really cool. Alex is making strides, drawing faces. Awesome, my dude. And TBG says, have you heard of the new Star Wars game that just came out? Jedi Fallen Order. Have you heard of it, Mike?
I have, yeah. I saw it when it was it an E3 or something?
Apparently it looks real good.
Cool. And the protagonist is based on an actor that I've seen in a couple things. So I just see them when I see it.
Oh, hey, Starcat. Oh, cool. Starcat has a few ideas for games. They've been practicing and learning about making games 2D in the Godot engine. They've made some tile sets and such to build levels out of. That's so awesome! Dude, that's so awesome! So what's your favourite one at the minute? The ideas that you want to make into the game? Cool.
I can relate to that. Alex says they don't play games, but they watch a lot of gaming related stuff.
Yeah, me too. I really, really like games. I love playing them, but I don't often have a lot of time these days to do it. So I will watch a lot of other people play them instead. And then I get half the experience. TPG says being an alpha pro gamer male is hard nowadays. Yeah, they have it tough, that's for sure. Starcat says, I have this one tile set that I'm proud of. It's the tropical leaves. It's these tropical leaves background, and there are variants on the tile, so it isn't monotonous. The idea is you're wandering around and exploring another world that is entirely made of gardens instead of populated plant creatures. That is really cool. That sounds like such a nice game to chill out with.
It's just gonna add that that sort of like alpha pro gamer things, like people are describing themselves as Street Fighter game sequels.
I like it. That's a joke. Are you alpha?
That's a joke.
I like it. I'm alpha. Alpha 2.
That was a gamer joke. Only gamers would understand that joke. Gamer.
I'm third strike.
I've been having thoughts about motivation and stuff. Like I hear a lot of like artists who are struggling to like make work, being like, oh, I find it difficult to motivate myself and stuff. And it's like, stop trying to motivate yourself and just do the thing anyway. Like this feeling of like having wind in your sails. You won't catch a really good wind until you get the boat out of the harbor, you know?
Are you talking about the fact that a lot of people feel like you need to be motivated or inspired to do work? In
Yeah,
actual fact, motivation and inspiration come from
from
starting the thing.
Yeah, from like already being in motion.
So sometimes you have to just do it even if you don't feel motivated to do it. And it will in turn inspire you to want to do more of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going with it.
Yeah. If you're finding it hard to motivate yourself, chances are you're just putting too much pressure on yourself to do it. And so your brain is kicking back.
Yeah, you're attaching too much importance on like those single drawings.
Yeah. That's where the just doing it because it's fun comes in. And not because you want to make a masterpiece or because, you know, feel like you should. You know, some good advice that my friend Katie gave me is if you are having trouble motivating yourself to draw, tell yourself that you're not allowed to draw for the next 2 weeks. And then suddenly the only thing you want to do is draw.
What, because you've made it taboo?
Because suddenly there's no pressure on you to have to do it. You've told yourself you shouldn't be doing it. And you remember the things that you wanted to do that are exciting to you rather than the things that you feel obligated to do.
Gotcha.
So if you're having trouble motivating yourself, maybe try banning yourself from drawing for a couple of weeks. Oh, cool. TVG says, there's this game I want to make. It's based on Hollow Knight and you're a little pine tree knight. I like it. And Saga says, some plants will be friendly, others will be hostile and attack you. There could be living vegetables, sentient flowers, carnivorous plants out to eat you. Sounds pretty fun.
Yeah.
And Alex, it's Thursday night when it's happening.
Is that
The light show.
the unveiling?
The meteor shower that night that could outburst over 400 meteors per hour. Plus the northern lights could show up at the same time. Oh wow, cool.
And throughout it all, Alex's light show will be contributing to the entire night.
Tim says, after taking this advice, I've decided I won't be getting out of bed for the next month. Damn it, the advice is not meant to be taken that way. Done more harm than good.
Tibbs is a special case though.
Yeah, good morning, Tim. Our opening day will be on December the 1st. Good to know.
Have you been requested politely by your neighbors to not start your light show and keep it only until one month of the year?
If
Or
you
did
could have your light show on constantly, would you? Is the question. Because I guess you need a bunch of months to plan it.
Yeah, it's true.
Banjojo, are you still not rested? Banjojo, you gotta turn those phone notifications off, my dude. Put your phone on flight mode. That's something that I should do more. Is not take my phone to bed with the notifications on.
Yeah. I've fixed that for myself. My phone just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that was down to you, but your phone definitely does not work anymore.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have a choice.
I need to get a new book for the bathroom.
And Jojo says, but then it will fly
Oh, huh?
because it would be on flight mode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you run out of books to entertain you while you do the poops.
Yeah.
I could give you some.
You could give me some books.
Yeah, I'm definitely not talking about poops. Yeah, I have some cool fantasy series stuff that you could read.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Are they book 1 of the series, or are they all book 2s?
I have a book one. I just find it. Did we hear about Hazbin Hotel? You mean that that the pilot came out? I haven't heard any other news other than that. So if there's new news, let me know. But we saw the pilot. Super impressive.
Super cool.
Hope everyone who worked on it is really proud of themselves. They made a whole ding dang pilot.
Yeah, and not just a 7-minute pilot.
No, a full 20-something minute pilot.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And they did it because Vivzy Pop was super passionate about it and wanted to do it, and she made it happen. Very cool.
As well as all of her supporters.
Yeah, definitely. I think she funded it through her Patreon and her YouTube combined. I kind of wish that they would talk a bit more about how the project was managed, because I would like to learn from that.
I was watching a video about the 3D animation Spring, the Blender Open Movie one, about their pipeline. It's really interesting.
Cool.
Like, literally going into the nitty gritty of, like, this is how we set up our like files, this is how we name scenes, this is how we pass files back and forth. I was like, oh,
That's really cool.
yeah.
I wish more places would share the process like that.
Yeah, this
Pretty
was at the recent Blender conference. There's another group making a thing called Loop, and it's kind of like Shotgun, but for Blender. Looks really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I want to get something like that
Ha.
for nights.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Kib says he's going to spend the whole time searching for Jesse's shot in Hazbin Hotel.
Oh, we watched Klaus.
Yeah, we did.
I thoroughly recommend.
Really, really good. Oh my goodness. The look of that animation. I mean, if you guys have been seeing this stuff online, you'll see how solid that animation is. Like, it's incredibly dimensional. I don't know if the sculptural look would work as well if it wasn't so tight and on point.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, the way that they turn to 3D forms is extremely sophisticated in the 2D animation and convincing. And because the 3D look in the 2D animation is very convincing, the sculptural lighting works very well. Make things feel solid.
We should use terms like the dimensionality or something, rather than the 3D and the 2D and the, you know. I want new terms for
Well, 3D means three-dimensional.
It means 3 dimensions. Yeah. I just like there's associations with the word 3D in terms of animation.
Yeah. Night night, TBG. Sleep well. Oh, Alex, that sounds so nice. Alex is going to see the meteor shower with 2 best friends who haven't ever seen one before.
Cool. That's lovely.
That's really cool.
Let me show you the sky on fire.
I can show you the stars.
Here they're falling through the stratosphere. I don't know if that's the correct term. I've not up on the lore.
Meteor shower. It was a stretch, but I made it work. Ah, night night, Slarkat. Thanks, I will. Gonna drink some tea as well, because yes, I have a cup.
Because it was the burning question in everyone's mind. Is like,
yes, if you were all wondering, you can stop asking now. I have a cup of tea.
it's been confirmed.
Thank you for the interest. The moment you've all been waiting for, the confirmation that I do indeed have a cup of tea.
Man, you've ruined it now.
So sorry, I blew your mind.
You've broken the suspense. Everyone's just waiting for the the climax, the end.
Yep. Well, I don't clickbait. If everyone was here for the climax of the tea, I'm gonna give it to them.
Don't clickbait.
Don't clickbait. Never will you think you're gonna get a tea reveal only to come here and find out that there is no tea.
Where did the expression of that spilling the tea originate? Is it like people spitting out their tea in a ghostness?
I think the tea is meant to be drama, and spilling it is talking about it. Like spilling the beans. Like how spilling the beans is like confessing to something or letting someone know about something.
What? So they've taken... Well, I guess you don't make tea out of beans, unfortunately. Shouldn't it be spilling the coffee then?
Well, I don't think that it's beans in that sense. In spilling the beans, I think it's like baked beans or something in that sense. But I don't know where it came from, dude. Does anyone in chat know?
Well, when someone's excited about something, you can say they're full of beans. So them spilling the beans is them revealing what they're so excited about. And that's how I think about it.
Okay. That makes sense. Tea beans.
Don't know what the tea is all about that.
Should call that. That's what I should call coffee from now on.
Tea beans.
I'd like some tea beans, please. Please. Ah, oh, Jelena, that sounds real nice. You gotta go make dinner for your family.
Aw.
Yeah, good luck with the pen sketches. I hope it helps. And have a nice dinner. Ah, Earl Grey, truly the most delicious coffee. Danielle assumed sipping tea and spreading that hot gossip. Maybe it's to do with like getting together with people on like a date.
A tea date?
Yeah. You've never been with me on a tea date.
I have not, no.
We moved too fast.
Yeah, we went from hanging out to dating, well, going out together pretty fast.
But you know what? We were right.
Well, in terms of like compatibility and stuff.
6 years later, we still get on super well. So.
We're still on our first date. It's a multi-day date.
Yep. We've been dating.
Exploring all the facets. Yeah. No, we've not been dating, like plural. We have been date.
We have been date.
Yeah.
I date you.
Are you enjoying the date?
Yeah,
it's a 12-year date.
It's been good so far.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've got to say that it's more extensive than I was thinking it was going to be for a first date.
Yeah. I like to be thorough.
Moving in together and moving country together and such. Pretty
Sounds like stalking, really.
For a first date, but you know.
Yeah. Well, you would need to figure that stuff out, right? Before you know that you can like go out with someone. Like, can you move house with them? Can you with your relationship withstand,
I just think that's super important. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
In all seriousness.
Before you commit.
Yeah.
Right?
It's interesting. I guess as someone who doesn't particularly care about having kids, it's always interesting to me when I hear people say, I found out they don't want kids you know, ASAP on the first date because I didn't want to waste my time with a relationship where I wasn't going to be able to have kids. I suppose that makes sense. In terms of if kids is your ultimate goal. But then again, if kids is your ultimate goal, I can't help but shake the feeling that does that mean that you are only dating someone so you can have kids?
All right,
Or
I
you would
see.
turn down someone who's really compatible with you?
Well, maybe the programming in the brain is so strong that they're like must clone self.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Because
I
people
don't
have
know.
definitely talked about having the maternal instinct or the body clock, and I've never experienced that. So I don't know if that's just something people say or if it's a thing that is real, but I do not just haven't experienced it.
I'm not sure. I certainly don't have it either.
No. Your first date was at an ice cream shop and you talked about fireworks. That sounds like an amazing first date.
I almost heard you say, "Are you kidding me?"
Are you kidding me?
It's part of that.
Danielle says, must procreate. Feel you, India. The only Procreate I want to know about is Adobe Procreate. Oh, I don't actually know which company Procreate is made by.
It's not dope, I can tell you that.
You know, it would have been a really good joke, though, if I'd have nailed that.
Unless it is Adobe and they're just like, oh, they keep complaining about our lackluster version of Photoshop on the iPad, but little do they know we actually made Procreate just to like curry more favor. That would be the ultimate ploy.
That would be the ultimate. Tip says you guys joke, but when people get into relationships online, oftentimes the first real date, is living together for like a week.
Well, that's how we did it.
That's what I mean when I say we started too fast. We did have a couple of actual dates first, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Like
we 2 days before.
We met each other in a public space. You didn't come and stay with me the very first time we met. That was the second time we met. The first time was just in Manchester.
Yeah, but how long between that and me coming to visit you?
I don't know.
A day. It was, hey, let's meet in Manchester. This is cool. Okay. I was meant to go back to my friend's house, but I'll just get a hostel and then we'll hang out the next day for the morning. And then I saw you off in the train.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came over to Stoke the next day to visit you.
Really? I thought that we went to Manchester again and then the second time you came back with.
Nope.
But yeah, that's what I mean about too fast. So it worked out for us, but I wouldn't recommend that. Because that could really easily have gone super wrong.
I could have went back.
If one of us had been a complete asshole. And then we'd been stuck together. So I wouldn't recommend that.
It wasn't really a like traditional sort of Hollywood first date either, because it wasn't like, hey, let's meet for the evening and then part. It was like, hey, let's meet in the afternoon, spend most of the day, walk around until like 2 or 3 a.m.
I loved it.
It was nice.
It was super nice. Because it just meant that we got to just chat for ages.
Yeah.
We essentially just lost track of time and ended up wandering around the
Manchester,
city, just talking and chatting, like sitting around, leaning against things, just having conversations around the city. It was really nice.
Yeah. I liked it.
Me too. Best date I've ever had. 10 out of 10.
I didn't even buy you dinner.
Nope. I didn't even buy you dinner.
That's true.
People will be happy to know that I invited Mike to Manchester because that's near where I used to live. And I was like, I'll show you around. And then immediately I got lost. And Mike had to show me around for the entire day.
I'd been there like one day.
Yeah, Tib, I agree. I think when relationships get super intense super fast, it is a bit scary. Hey, Haruko. Tib, yes, that is how I like to do it too. Mike and I were talking for a really, really long time before we went out.
Yeah, a couple months.
It was more than that.
Was it?
Yeah, we did an entire like game project first, and then after that fell through, I was talking with you. All the way through me getting a teaching job, applying to Sega. We were still chatting all that time.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It was more than a couple of months, I'm positive.
We were together when you got the Sega
Yeah.
thing. So.
Yeah, we were. I remember that.
No, it was fairly it's fairly fast, I think.
Definitely didn't feel it if it was. Like, for me, I felt like we were talking for like at least 3 or 4 months just back and forth.
Yeah,
becoming really good friends, becoming basically best friends.
It was 3 to 4 months of talking, yeah.
Oh right, a couple of months to me is like 8 weeks, like 2 months.
Right, gotcha.
But yeah, essentially, I don't develop romantic feelings for someone unless I get to know them really well. I find it really hard to be attracted to someone romantically if I am not friends with them first.
Yeah.
I've never understood how people do it in clubs and stuff.
Usually
just go and get with someone. That's just not for me.
I don't think people are necessarily looking for intimate relationships there. They're sort of, I don't know. Guess it's more casual? I don't know.
No, I get that. I just don't enjoy the casual stuff unless I like the person.
Yeah.
The thing, like, it's not like I'm necessarily looking for anything serious. It's just that I don't want to do anything with someone who I'm not attracted to, and I don't get attracted to people unless I'm friends with them first.
Yeah.
Jojo, you totally will be loved someday, for sure. And Danielle, you would definitely fall in love someday. I'm sure it's a superhuman experience.
Don't worry about it. Just focus on being you. Being your best self.
Just being you. The world puts way too much emphasis on romantic relationship being the be-all and end-all. But the coolest thing is just to be happy with who you are.
Yeah.
On your own.
Yeah, it's healthier relationship basis if you're not I don't know, not actively seeking that and just doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Being you.
Alex, I'm sure they will. I'm sure whoever becomes your second in command will probably like that about you and about what you do. That's the cool thing about meeting people, you know, at work or on projects or, you know, at clubs or stuff like that. And I don't mean clubs as in the late night hardcore music clubs. I mean clubs as in golf club or tennis club or Dungeons and Dragons. Is when you meet people because of a mutual interest that you share. I think that's always super helpful because you know that you've got a passion for the same thing straight off the bat.
That common ground will certainly help.
Then again, I have heard a lot of people who like they would be artists and their significant other isn't really into art at all, and that can work super well. Just they're really supportive.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it doesn't make sense to me, but I get it.
Danielle says, my current crush blindsided me. I didn't realize I had a type till I saw this guy. Yeah, that sounds super cool though. Like, I like that when your taste kind of adapts for the person because you like them so much. Hello, Noah. How are you doing?
Oh.
And Matthew, I'm sure that you'll find someone who you can talk to anime and art stuff about for 40 hours. Erika-chan, it's cool to get crushes all the time. It's fine. You can't help it.
Self-love is really important.
Yeah, you gotta have a crush on yourself.
Gotta crush yourself.
Crush on yourself.
Yeah.
I've been doing much better with that lately.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm someone who grew up extremely insecure and very concerned about my appearance. But I'm very, very unconcerned with my appearance now, which is great and freeing and really fun. So much pressure is put on, you know, girls and young girls to be attractive and that to be what it is about them that's their redeeming feature. I think it really screws a lot of people up. But I'm happy with how I look and who I am now. And it's not like I suddenly got attractive, it's just I stopped caring as much. But it made me much happier.
What do you feel led to that? Was
Honestly,
it just
like,
time and experience?
Yeah,
or?
I think it kind of was, which is massively unhelpful for anyone else. But I think just over time I realised that it was stopping me from doing stuff that I wanted to do. And I think with getting older came a kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I'm just going to do it because I want to do it. I don't want to wait to do it. That's stupid.
Oh yeah, the mental loop that you can go through of waiting till you're good enough. Oof.
Yeah.
That'll get you stuck for a while.
Yeah, I got tired of it. Danielle, that's awesome. I find the same. That I think people who are passionate about something are super attractive. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, if they can do it well or if they have a passion for it, that enthusiasm is super attractive.
I like color.
I know you do. Jojo, you should just do what makes you happy. And then that will attract people who also find that fun. And even if you don't find, you know, someone who you think you want to spend time with like that, you'll probably make a bunch of really cool friends. This hand is not going well. I'm gonna get rid of these arms and do them again. And not worry about it or think about it at some point.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I always do better work when I don't worry about it.
Yeah, because worrying takes up vital brain space and oxygen. It's true.
It's just that this animation I'm doing is not for me to worry about. It doesn't have to be good. I'm doing it for the fun, so I can take the pressure off myself.
Don't stress yourself.
There's no sense in stressing myself over this. YouTube is demotivating. Oh no, how come? Oh, you're talking about the child safety thing.
Yeah, well, we only see that from like the fact that they ask us about our content now. But what is that all about?
A new feature for getting fined.
What's that?
I don't know. I hadn't heard of this.
I don't read anyone say find in the chat.
Yeah.
No.
So Banjojo said their new feature for getting fined. And then Noah says, Psychomantis.
I do not see that yet.
I don't know whether these new features will affect us. The thing that Mike and I have always done is just make what we like and don't worry about what everyone else on the platform is doing. Oh yeah, I'm not quite sure which say you have content for kids, but you could get fined 40,000. Ah.
What's that?
Okay. We're never going to say that we have content for kids. That's fine. Apparently you get fined if you say you have content for kids and then you're like swearing and stuff.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Like legally fine? Like,
Yeah, I guess YouTube are trying to make it more safe for investors.
right.
so that they know what they can put children's adverts on. Because there's been problems in the past of like lewd adverts showing up on kids' content.
Yeah.
So this way they know which content they need to put kid-friendly adverts on.
Swearing just seems like a low tier does it really matter to me.
Well, not
thing.
to you, but it does to some parents.
Like, I don't get it.
I mean, I'd say it's hard to watch anything nowadays without swearing, unless it's on TV, actual TV.
Yeah. I don't get it. So your kid hears a swear word. What's that gonna do to them?
Gonna be like, what the fuck?
And you're like, it's just a word. And
No,
they'll be like, oh.
What the pussy? And you're like, a cat! A cat child!
Yeah, or it's a slang term for female genitalia, and it's not really a nice descriptor of it.
What's
Carry
a
on, child.
genitalia? I know, I get you, because Mike and I, we kind of think that if people stop trying to protect kids from this stuff as much, it becomes less of a big deal and does less harm in the long run, because it kind of normalizes your own body and normalizes that process and everything.
Yeah.
If you don't make it taboo. But that's only us. Not every parent feels like that, and parents kind of have the right to raise their kids how they want to.
Do they?
Yeah.
Or do they have to adhere to society's ruling on how they have to raise their kids?
Well, they do have to do that as well. Like societal rulings like don't beat your child, I think.
Oh no, do beat your child. Like sometimes they need a bit of a thwack.
Well, you know what I mean, dude.
If there's no repercussions for your behavior, your kid's gonna walk all over you. Throw them down some stairs. It's my 12-step program to disciplining your child.
Does that mean you have to have at least 12 steps in your staircase where you can throw a child down it?
I don't recommend having a child in a bungalow. That's just madness.
Yeah, you're just limiting your options. But yeah, basically some parents wouldn't be okay with it. And YouTube doesn't want to get a bunch of angry letters from people.
Yeah.
Or a bunch of their ad campaigns being pulled out from underneath them. Because those ad campaigns are being run on things that aren't considered child friendly.
It's all about those bottom lines, yo.
It's all about them dollars. There we are. In passing, I can understand. This is David, by the way, David Liu. But I don't want my kids consuming media with constant swearing. It becomes part of their speech and language, which is a big deal to me.
Yeah.
You see. So that's a good point. So if you let your kids watch stuff where people are constantly casually swearing, then that becomes part of your kids' vocabulary too. And they start casually swearing all the time.
Yeah. I understand that conceptually. I do.
Well, I mean,
but taking it to
it's practical as well.
Taking it to its ultimate endpoint. What if everyone just swears all the time? What does that really do?
Well, it doesn't do anything, but it might make some people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of swear words are swear words because they are vulgar. They're seen as vulgar ways of saying certain things. And sometimes even offensive to a certain group. And building your language off offensive terms.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I think when you say like,
yeah, like words are just words, but also words do have meaning. Like language is a thing.
Maybe I've already like compartmentalized, but swear words, and I'll only find the ones that are not linked to any, like not words that haven't started as insults for groups of people. I don't count that as swearing as so much as like being insulting. I don't know. Maybe I just don't. You know the word fuck.
Yeah.
We're kid friendly now. That just rolls off my tongue and I don't think anything about it.
Right, but if you saw a kid call someone a fucker,
I find it funny. It's the same feeling I get when I hear you say it, and I'm just like, yeah, that's adorable. But I get why parents.
I mean, the kid might not mean it to be adorable.
Yeah.
Like, they're using language that they think will hurt someone.
It's just
that might
funny.
hurt someone, you know. I think it's all about intent. If they're saying it in a joking way.
Yeah. I just think you make it more appealing when you make it taboo.
I just think there are so many cool words that you could use that aren't that. Like, you swineherder.
Yeah, it's true.
Insulting to pig farmers. But more creative than just, oh, you twat. And I'm all for language being more creative, more fun.
You know what? I think I use swear words less as nouns and more as adjectives. I you know, as for like emphasis than actually calling other people or other things swear words. So maybe I'm just a habitual casual user.
Alex says, I believe goose was a swear used by cowboys in like the 1870s. Can't confirm though. I mean, that's not fair because that's just a word for an animal. There's not another word in the English language for that animal apart from goose.
I feel like I'm back in time to Dee being like, what did I come in here? Doig. And David's like, wait, Mike, let me get my pen and paper so I can take notes. Is that back when I was saying you should throw your kid down the stairs? Probably is, isn't
Maybe.
it? Yeah.
Pro parenting tip.
You know though, like you're out in a supermarket or some. That's the only place outside that I go that I experience this.
Right. Okay.
And a kid is just walking behind a parent and screaming at the top of their lungs.
Yeah.
For apparently no reason. Like they are just
going at it.
Yeah. They're either like, tired or like, doesn't it take more effort to scream than it does to just sort of, suck it up and just, be patient or.
You haven't learned patience yet.
Yeah, well, my feeling is of like, it's because there's no immediate threat to the child's safety and therefore they have no consequences to their actions. And kids should learn that early. So I just like to think of like, I like the idea of like, I could just pick you up and throw you.
Mm-hmm.
It comforts me.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely something you can do, even to other people's children. It's not something that I'd recommend.
No, I wouldn't recommend it either. But I don't know. Maybe the solution really is to talk to your kid as if they were a person.
Yeah.
And rather than screaming at them...
Rather than a hurlable object.
Yeah, rather than a projectile. Kids are people, not projectiles. And, like, just calmly explain that they're being an asshole. And that no one will like them in life. And that they should be nicer to everyone they meet. Yeah, there's the solution. Calmly explain to your child.
I think you're maybe giving children a little bit too much credit for being reasonable and receptive to your explanations.
Man, I want to raise a reasonable and receptive guinea pig to put out into society and be like, look.
And you think you're going to raise a reasonable and receptive guinea pig by swearing at them all the time and then throwing them at things.
Yes. My chat stopped. I've missed everyone's response to everything I just said. I'm gonna refresh it. Because I'm like 7 minutes behind. Please take everything I'm saying with this sort of pinch of salt here.
I think kids are like very guided by their emotions too. So explaining to a kid why they should not be upset isn't necessarily going to help them not be upset anymore.
Yeah. I remember...
You gotta be able to express yourself and express discontent when you don't feel good.
Yeah, but at the moment that you, like, the language center of your brain is able to communicate sentences, screaming at the top of your lungs is off the table. When you can be like, I'm tired and I'm hungry, then you don't need to scream it or cry to tell your parent what you need. So just stop that.
I think one of the problems is that adults are just big kids too.
Oh yeah, they scream back.
It's not like the adults never do anything and are perfectly reasonable, but the kids are just going off on one. Like sometimes as an adult you're gonna have a bad day and you're just not gonna want to deal with it, even though you know that you should be reasonable, be nice. You know, sometimes you're gonna do stuff where your kid kind of has the right to be annoyed or upset with you, but you don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Like, people are people.
No matter what, people are people.
It's really easy to just be like, well, the kid's wrong because they're only a kid.
Hey, I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not saying you're saying that.
David's like, Mike, let's chat about this when the time comes one day.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I guess if your kid is like, you know what, I'm gonna poop on this sofa, then your tolerance and your level of explaining why they've just been a literal asshole goes out the window.
True. Eat it, Benjamin.
Escalating conflict is never a good idea.
You made it, so eat it. Yeah,
I remember there was a point where my brother was sort of shouting at my mom and my mom was shouting at my brother. And like it was clearly upsetting my mom that they weren't like getting on.
Mm-hmm.
So I just sat there and went, hey, just calmly like, you know, you're being an asshole, right? And you're really upsetting mom, like really. And in that small instance, it got through to him and he went over. Like 9 or 10 or something.
Great.
Yeah. But maybe he could see the cold, dead anger in my eyes.
Maybe. It is frightening when I can see it. Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue how to raise a child. Mainly because I was a terrible, terrible child. And that's the only experience I have. And I'm like, I wouldn't want a me.
Your parents stopped at 1.
Yes, they did. I say it's because I got it right first time, but we all know the real reason.
Uh-oh.
You know, Mike's secret is that he's always angry. He just keeps it underneath the surface until he needs it.
Hulk Doig.
That's the thing. I don't think you guys understand how much Doig keeps grudges.
Hey, now.
Something will happen that you don't think he's bothered by because he won't react, and then 3 months later he'll bring it up again. Like he's been angry and simmering about it the entire time.
That is... Mm-hmm.
So you can never assume that you've got off scot-free when it comes to Doig.
I'm just a master
He
of
remembers
passive
everything.
aggressiveness.
True.
I'm just a big harbor.
Harbor for hate. A hate harbor. The stream chat is 7 minutes behind. Try refreshing. See if that helps. That's all I got.
I think it's up to date now for me.
I hope so.
I don't know what it's like on the actual stream. Danielle's like, oh man, bringing up things that have long passed is my move too.
My special move.
KO! I don't know, I think it's just because I don't like direct conflict. So, my only real path is to bottle it instead. That's all it is, really. It's not like intentional harboring, it's more like, I don't know how to express this in a healthy way.
Yeah. Just gotta say it, Mike. Just gotta say, hey, India.
Doesn't work on you. You just laugh and keep. You just laugh and keep doing it anyway.
Piss me off. But that's good. It shows you that you're safe to do it.
No, it just means telling you things doesn't make any difference.
Hey, you rather I start crying. And then you feel bad. Like you hurt my feelings. You
Feelings.
hurt my feelings. Well, it's safe to be angry.
I'm only safe after the fact.
What does that mean?
That I'm not gonna air this on a stream.
Oh man, now I'm intensely curious.
No, it's just like I will talk just slightly. This is your wild card
My wild
in
card.
an interaction where things between us are tense or heated.
Yeah.
And you just pull this, you go, why can't you just be nice to me?
Uh-huh.
And so immediately after I've like raised my voice the tiniest amount, previous to that you've been yelling at me.
I haven't been yelling at you. It's just that my natural voice is much more energetic than yours is.
Yes.
So it's not yelling, it's talking like in an infused manner. But I only ever pull the why can't you be nice to me card when you're being passive aggressive.
Yeah, when
about
I'm actually
something,
being
but
mean.
not telling me what it is. Because when you're kind of being snippy with me, but I haven't done anything and you're not telling me what's wrong, I don't understand why if I haven't done anything you can't just be cool. Or at least just tell me what's wrong and then I can
help fix it. Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, I do say that to make you feel bad. But I'm hoping that it will encourage you to tell me what's actually wrong. Maybe it's not a great idea. I don't know. You tell me what I should do to get you to open up.
Oh, they're saying that your audio is coming through. It's probably because I've got it pointed that way. There we go.
Oh, the great echo.
Is that better?
Talking in infused manner. It's true. But Mike never yells. So when Mike just raises his voice slightly, it's a really big deal.
That's not fair.
I have caught myself saying like, there's no need to yell at you when you're like not actually yelling. It's just that it's so rare that you actually raise your voice.
It's so frustrating.
Like, I don't mean to do it.
I'm like, India, and you're like, stop yelling, and I'm like,
Yeah, I don't mean to do it because I know you're not actually yelling. It's just that it feels like yelling because you never raise your voice. So as soon as you do it a little bit, I'm like, wow, he's mad.
Usually
Calm
I'm not
down.
This is a safe space. You can tell me what's wrong. Don't shout.
Whereas I just yell all the time. I've probably been yelling now.
They say it's like your mic died.
Oh no, really? It's a good job I'm yelling then.
Let's see.
Did you shortcut it again?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe it's because I'm turned away slightly. Is this better, guys? Is this better, guys? My screen is facing away from my microphone, so I can't always look at it when I'm drawing. Also, what's going on with this hand? Alex says echoes are cool when they're going for a long time. No difference. Maybe I should try turning it off and on again. Bip-a-da-bop, bo-bo-do-ba-dop. Chibbity-deep, ba-da-do-ba-dop. Dead. Can I try turning it off and on again? Sorry guys for this noise, this ambient noise. Oh, how is this now? I turned... What? Very strange.
That's not cool.
Hey, George. My microphone is being weird. It's being a fucker.
Oh, we just got a tip. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's super cool.
Snoozy. And thanks for the follow.
We got tipped for airing our relationship grievances.
I hope the microphone's okay.
Me too.
Let me
These are
check.
Good mics.
Let me check the cable in the back.
Okay, do it. I'll be here being quiet.
India does actually sit on the left.
I do.
Yeah. The picture on the top is Oh well, I guess we're actually on the left and the right on the screen. We should switch around. No, wait. It's Reed, Doig, and Swift.
That's why. Maybe you should read Swift and Doig instead. Oh no. What's going on?
Wow, I said under the table.
Sorry.
Okay, try talking again. Oh.
Yeah?
Oh wait, try again.
Yeah?
that might have fixed it.
What? Really? Screw you, YouTube. Trying to shut us down just because we swear? Yo, Tyler. Good morning.
Is that better audio now? Crisp audio. Cool. Okay. We
Woo.
Was that for the entire stream? So that's gonna be annoying.
No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Or people would have said so much earlier.
I don't know. Maybe they were just holding it in.
I think it was like when we were airing grievances.
I don't know what the issue was, but I unplugged India's microphone and I plugged it back in.
Well, thank you, Mike. You fixed it. You fix it. We don't know what the issue was. It was fixed by us essentially turning it off and on again. The way it has always been, Carl. The way it always will be.
Yeah, it looks like the chat on the stream is
Frozen.
dead. So let's just
you know, it's fine. Things break all the time. It's just this morning feels particularly like there's a lot of different things all breaking at once.
hit refresh on it, but it doesn't seem to have done anything.
Oh, George, I'm animating Jet Set Radio thing for fun. It's beat jumping through the air.
There we go. Now it's gone. Now it's never coming back.
What's gone?
The chat.
Oh, bye.
We will no longer have chat on the stream. It's too complicated.
What? It's just over now.
Yeah.
That's it. It had its chance. It's one chance.
I've held a grudge for the chat for 2 years, and now finally I'm acting on it.
That's on brand.
That's on brand. And he's like, the day the restream died. I wish I could sing better.
I think you're good at singing. If you took some lessons, you'd be real good.
Learn how to sing, and then you'll be able to sing.
Well, yeah. Isn't it the same with anything?
Yeah.
Yes.
I sneeze. I practiced sneezed for all the years, and now I can sneeze.
I think that you would you do really well in a choir or something.
A choir?
Mm-hmm.
I could acquire a choir.
You could. You could be a choir boy.
I'm a choir boy compared to you. No. You are a choir boy compared to me.
I am.
I messed up the quote.
I'm the ultimate choir boy.
You were referencing American Pie. I didn't get that. Oh, Carl's asking you if you've talked about the Sonic redesign. Nope, India's never talked about that, and she never will.
What? Oh, why? Why would you not give me the chance to talk about it? A little bit. Tyson Hess did a good job.
Tyson Hess and all the other artists that did a good job.
That's true. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't only Tyson Hess doing that, though. Definitely. I wish I knew their names, but everyone else who worked on it also did a fantastic job. And you know what? Even before the redesign, all the artists on it did a fantastic job, because I'm sure they were just doing what they were told to do for the brief and making the best of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely prefer the new design. It's much nicer. I am one of those people who is a little sad that it's not going to be quite the train wreck it looked like it was going to be to begin with, because personally I don't think the film looks like a great film anyway. So I'd kind of rather it have a really horrific, disturbing design and be super memorable as being that Sonic movie than it has a good design but the film's still not great, and therefore it's kind of fades into mediocrity instead.
The trailer for it makes it seem like a road trip movie, and like that just seems the weirdest format for a Sonic movie ever.
I do want to say that since I haven't seen it, it could be really good.
Could be awesome.
And I could be eating my words completely.
You'll be watching it no matter what.
Yeah, I will 100% be watching it. But
telling
yeah,
everyone else to watch it.
The important thing is that the artists have done a fantastic job. Everyone on that movie has done a fantastic job. I'm just not sure the writing looks like the kind of movie I'd enjoy.
Yeah, you're being subjective.
And so for me, I'd rather it be something memorable. But I'm not one of the people who was talking about how they should change the design to begin with anyway.
Yeah, you were on board.
I've always been on board, and I'm continuing to be on board.
Daniel was also completely ready for the movie to be a train wreck.
I would have enjoyed it and watched it anyway. Completely.
You wanted your Mario movie.
I love the Mario movie.
It's so
I mean,
good.
that probably says a lot about my movie taste, but the Super Mario Brothers movie, I adore that movie.
Why wouldn't you? It is a masterpiece in storytelling.
Mm-hmm. I designed one of David's design to replace the old one. That would be so horrific. I would still be all in though.
We're getting closer to the time where we'll have enough time and resources to I say time and resources, just time to play Sonic together.
Mm-hmm. Do you think?
Yeah.
Think we'll be able to have time to play Sonic together someday?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
The series to end all series is.
Bertie, what is that face?
I don't think this works.
Lynn, hey! Good morning.
Hey, Lynn.
Oh my goodness. Josh, you want to go watch it together? We could all go and have a Valentine's Day. Get a big group together.
Oh, okay.
As long as you're all prepared for me to come, like, in a Sonic hat.
That's like, in that group, that's not even going to register as anything.
Yeah, I guess not.
That's going to be like, cool, you want a bit.
We should play Sonic Utopia. I think that's the one that Mike showed me.
What?
Is that the fan-made one with the physics, Mike?
I don't know. Maybe. The fan-made one with the physics. There was one I really liked that was Sonic, sort of Sonic CD inspired. That was a good one.
Oh, you were talking about Mario. I see. Well, yeah, I'm up for watching Mario Brothers anytime. Just let me know when. I love that movie.
I fell asleep the last time that you were watching it.
How could you? The excitement.
Oh, well, I'm so tired.
I think the last time we watched it, we showed Elle. We forced Elle to watch it.
Yes. That was when I was asleep.
I was like, you haven't seen it? You must. Can we make a Sonic dating sim? Oh, Tib, you assume I haven't already started writing one.
You did, didn't you? That wasn't even a bit.
That wasn't even a bit, guys. I'm sorry. And it's not like it's 7 years old either. It's not like it's young India writing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do like a self-aware Sonic dating sim where it kind of embraces the goofy parts as well.
I think that people are going to extract that particular laughter. That was some mid-tier boss level laughter reveal thing. You just spun around in your chair and revealed like...
I don't have a script yet, Tib, but I have a bunch of scenarios. The thought being that it's set inside a school where there's different locations where the characters tend to hang out. And each of them has a different character arc. The one which I think is the nicest is Amy's character arc, where she starts off obsessed with Sonic, but then you spend time with her, and she learns that maybe she shouldn't be super obsessed with Sonic and she needs to learn to love herself and not place all of her self-identity on the person she likes. And her arc ends on no date, but her being happier with herself.
Amy practices the self-love.
But yeah, I think it could be fun if you did a very tongue-in-cheek take on it.
I think this.
It's like, it's such a shame that that's Amy's only identifying feature in any of the games, is like she's obsessed with Sonic.
Yeah. Well, is she different in Sonic Boom?
Sonic Boom is the first. Oh, you mean, sorry, I thought by Sonic Boom you meant Sonic CD.
No.
She's still like Sonic in Sonic Boom, but they tried to make, give her the girl traits of she's smart, she's sassy, she does gymnastic, she's the pink Power Ranger.
She does gymnastic. Just one thing.
She do gymnastic.
Who do we call on when we need a gymnastic?
Sonic Boom does look like a fun series. I haven't watched a whole lot of it, but clips I've seen of it have been pretty funny.
What are you talking about? You worked on it, right?
No.
You made it.
No.
You animated, wrote, directed.
No, I didn't. Why are you saying this?
Don't know.
I didn't. I think the people who wrote it probably did a really good job, though. Which one has the H ending? What's the H ending?
What is the H ending?
We need to work together on this because you know much more about this than I do.
I just read Danielle's comment. Plot twist: the Sonic movie ends with Amy dragging Sonic back to his own world. I was talking about like, what is the threat? What is Sonic running from in Mobius? And it's Amy.
It's Amy.
It's Amy.
She is the ultimate boss.
That is the twist. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
I like Amy. I wish she had more to do. I don't like her character because she doesn't really have one. But Sonic Boom gave her more of a character.
The comics fleshed her out a bit more. She was more like espionage and stuff in some of the comic plots, right?
Yeah, in Sonic the comics, she had a crossbow and she was pretty cool. I still don't think anyone has really paid attention to her as more than just an afterthought. That's my main problem with her character.
What's she like in the current IDW series?
She's pretty cool. Like she and Sonic still have a thing, of course. She can fight and she's smart. She just doesn't really have a strong personality in anything. She always feels like an afterthought.
Is she
me.
like, her personality is girl?
Yeah, like, Sonic is impatient. He's self-centered. He's got a good heart. And a lot of his impatience is based upon the fact that he's super duper fast, so he hates waiting around for stuff to happen or other people.
Yep.
Knuckles is a bit naive, but very, very serious.
Yeah.
I think Blaze is very serious and has a lot of gravitas on her. Like, she's very cool and aloof.
I hate this food. Yep.
Tails is young and has this kind of innocence to him because of his youth, but also is extremely smart and competent at inventing and building things. Like, each of these characters, I feel like there's some personality thing I can glob onto.
Mm-hmm.
Some main thing they have.
So what could Amy's be?
Exactly. Like, Amy's is always just like Sonic, and that's it.
I mean, it's not always, but what would you want to do with the character?
I might have her be like the slightly quirkier one.
Okay.
With like a bunch of niche interests or something. I don't know, I'd have to think about it. I'd have to think about how she would fit into the chemistry of the group.
Yeah.
Is a thing.
Yeah. And still be Amy in a way. You could probably reinvent her completely, aside from like some of the visual cues.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she wants to be a singer.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know Amy at all that well.
Maybe she do. But yeah, it just feels like she needs a little bit more thought. I would like to see more attention and care put into writing her. He does have interest of banging Sonic. That should never be an interest. Sonic is holding her back from being a fleshed out character.
So what you're
That's
saying
sadly
is
kind of true.
the Amy that we need to know is post Sonic. So
The Amy we need to know has gotten over Sonic.
yeah.
I need to figure out how to do hands. But for now, I'll just push that to future India. She can figure out how to do hands.
Like Amy is just sort of like a fan club grouped in a person. Kind of.
If you ever ban Sonic, you'll be there free. Is that how it works?
Yep, that's exactly how it works in India.
Remember when Kentoba was Sonny's real father figure after his real dad fell into a vat of toxic waste and died? I do now, thanks to Brian David Gilbert. I never knew that before.
Oh god. Sonic's so fun.
Ah, Galactic Visual says, bold of you to assume the two haven't already banged. But yeah, essentially the game would culminate in someone asking you to prom. And that's it. There ain't gonna be no Nike pictures of anything
What?
in the dating sim.
Oh right, okay.
I refuse. Ja refuse.
Je refuse. Oh, thanks, Hardik.
Heck yeah. I love your line quality, Mike.
You know what I'm drawing in?
Draw pile?
Yep. I think Drawpile is my favorite drawing program now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Interesting. You've like come so far with your line art since you started working on it.
You reckon?
It's super beautiful. Yeah, I really love it.
Aww. Thanks.
David can draw all the Sonic Nike pics. You know, maybe we have to ask David if he would draw us one, or if we can use one of his as like an Easter egg.
An Easter egg, you
somewhere.
say? So it'd be over Robotnik then.
Please no.
Oh,
Please don't do
I
that.
didn't mean to hammer the table there. Oh man. Yeah, I like drawing in line now. It's
David, I mean.
it's a faster way to kind of put down information, I think. It's funny because I think I draw in the same way that I draw on paper, just on the computer now.
Did you already put one in the peg bar? I didn't see it. I have to go and look at that. My eyes have to see this.
NSFW is just no Sonic for work.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Sonic character? India.
Sonic.
Okay, cool.
I'm
Good.
sorry. I'm really sorry. I know that I'm vanilla, but what did you expect from me?
No, I thought we would go that way.
Maybe you should ask me what my second favorite Sonic character is instead, so I have freedom to choose.
Because you're not soul bound to any of the other characters.
I'm not soul bound. Way to make it creepy.
Yeah. Well, you said freedom to choose. That's soul boundness, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a different type of freedom when you don't have to choose.
When your soul's not involved, your eternal existence.
You're talking about the soul emeralds, Mike.
Are there soul emeralds?
Heck yeah, there are.
But they're not the soul emeralds because there's so many others.
Ah!
I kind of feel like Knuckles' only trait is that he thinks Sonic's the bad guy.
I will admit, this is a frequently used trope, and one which will definitely be used in the dating sim.
It has to now.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's kind of poor writing to have a character go through the same event.
You need to put a new spin on it is the difference. You know.
Maybe Knuckles has baked a cake.
Maybe it is Sonic this time.
That is the twist. It was Sonic. No, he would never do that.
He
And
did
Sonic's
it.
just in the background
Yeah.
eating in my scenario. It's a Master Emerald cake.
I don't think I have seen Lake talk about Sonic, but I want to. I've watched some Legbird. I watched them start to play Sonic Adventure.
You remember how I said that I was going to attempt to get I was going to try and give Tib a Avadan hug.
Yeah.
I think my new one, because I accomplished that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Self plug. Go ahead.
Is to get you to meet Tyson Hath.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Like, but also, there's no pressure on that ever happening. It would be cool. But
I think it'd be like a confluence of planets. Your love of Sonic will just burn so fiercely.
I think I need to draw more Sonic.
To attract him.
Yeah, I do.
Like,
you gotta set the honey trap. Like, for someone who likes Sonic so much, I don't draw a lot of Sonic, and I think it's because I got a lot of that out of my system before I was streaming. Like, I used to draw almost exclusively Sonic.
You're one of those, are you?
I want to draw him again. There's just so many other things I like as well, you know? Sonic's just the thing I like the most. You want a dating sim where you name the characters, but they're all like, hi, my name is... Oh shit, where's my name? Then the naming scheme is how to give Rebecca a new name. Rename her! Rebecca. In the dating sim, you get to name yourself, but you're always the hedgehog.
Oh, that's that's like the original Google game, isn't it? Where you just Google your own name, but put the hedgehog. Yeah.
Exactly. Have we played Doodle Day? No, but we've seen others play it, so I feel like it's kind of spoiled in a way for us.
Yeah, we watched Grumps play it.
Yeah, I watched a couple of people play it and really enjoyed watching them, but there would be no genuine surprise now.
Father.
Father. That's my favourite, when Homer Simpson shows up at the Grumps play. Homer Simpson's head. Father.
Oh, man.
I can't believe you got to Effie before you had any knowledge of it. Good work.
Hey, I got to you with Goose Game.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it now that I've seen how big a thing it is.
No one knew about it before it came out, I think. Like, I think it's the kind of thing where it's like, that's really amazing. But they only had so much reach, and then you know, one of the big Let's Players did it, and then it was like.
That's why we have to make our own dating sim, Tib. I don't. What is why? What is why?
I feel proud that we played Goose Game before it was cool.
You drew a tank too for the weapon. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. George, I'd love to do that, but wouldn't that be like a copyright nightmare?
Oh.
Imagine how many artists' work you would use without their permission.
Well, they wouldn't technically be in the game.
Wouldn't they? I thought they're saying it would be your main sprite is... It would search Google.
Yeah, it would search and find it off the internet, but you would technically not be shipping the game with that art in it. So, like...
Yeah, but it would still use someone else's content.
could, but it be the same as you can't. Well, you can't like say, "Hey, Google Chrome, how dare you use?"
You can say, "Hey, why did you program it to find other people's art?"
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. I was gonna play it safe and just have like a generic hedgehog.
What would a generic
like you don't
hedgehog
see
look
yourself
like?
in the game, but you see your like
Shadow.
your student enrollment card, and the little picture on it is just like a hedgehog.
Can it literally just be like an
Just
earth
a
hedgehog?
hedgehog.
Yeah.
Maybe that's pretty fun.
What if you made the entire game in the like actual hedgehogs and like?
That's a different game. I mean,
Yeah.
that's still a fun game though. I like the idea of it.
And you dress them up with little red booties, and got them to eat things.
Have you seen like the pigeon data and such?
No.
Where like it's a dating sim, but everyone's a pigeon.
Actually, a pigeon.
Yeah.
I have some really like. I can't. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. The word that came to mind was decadent, but that's not what I meant.
Decadent.
Effectively, I saw a beheaded pigeon on the street once.
Oh.
I had my camera and I took like black and white photos and like, this is death.
Oh no. Oh.
And it
Truly a tortured artist.
I shot it like it was like a murder scene and stuff, because it was dead pigeon, you know.
Yeah, it was murdered by lie. I don't know.
It was murdered by life.
A cat or something.
I think it was probably a car.
Car beheaded it.
Yeah.
Murdered by humans, the true monsters.
The head was missing though, so maybe it wasn't a car, or the head is still with the car.
I mean, beheading sounds an awful lot like a cat technique to me, but
yeah, but why wouldn't they do any like the rest of so edgy? Don't
yeah.
I'm gonna find those photographs.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't want to see them.
You don't want to see my grizzled past.
No. I don't want to see a picture of a dead pigeon. Thanks, though.
I'll find the one I took of a pigeon that's really round.
Okay,
instead.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say and dead?
No.
Oh, you said instead.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's fine.
Doig was the younger sibling in a silent voice.
The horse one is horrifying. Really? The horse dating game is horrifying. Maybe we have to give that a look.
If I made a this is an old joke, but if I made a horse dating sim, I would call it Stable Relationships.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then you would have like a meter that measured your mental stability. So it'd start stable, but then be like unstable.
What if you got saddled with the wrong person?
Well, I guess they take you for a ride, and then you would have to learn from your mistakes.
You'd have to behoove to them to let you go. I like the idea of booking trends, though, in terms of what's currently available and dating sim.
Danielle wants to see the photo.
Okay, we can send the dead pigeon photo to Danielle.
I don't know.
Bertie says in college once on a bridge to the freshman dorms there was a real round bird. And I didn't care I got close. It was so orb.
I know. Same. It was the one I saw was in a graveyard, so whatever that was eating, it was keeping
Whoa, the zombie eating pigeon.
It's keeping the zombies at bay.
Yeah, it's the only thing that's been keeping the city safe.
Pidgeorb. Savior of the universe. I've been watching the 2002 series of He-Man they did good on that.
It looked really cool.
It's kind of funny now seeing the characterization they have for Adam, who is like the untransformed form of He-Man.
Adam.
Because the characterization they have for Adam is like petulant idiot to begin with.
Nice. Sounds like a likable main character.
Oh no. You start off and you're just like, alright, okay. He does a 180 sort of when his father's in trouble and he's like, I have to go and
My father.
save him and stuff. But He-Man's character is just like the smarm.
Is he?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's like he's not learned how to be I don't know, because he comes out with a lot of like wise-ish one-liners and like heroic shit. But I don't know if he's just I haven't watched enough episodes to know whether he's like trying to be something he isn't yet, so it's not coming off as I don't know, it's weird. It's like He-Man is channeling Adam's naivety, but in a really self-confident ha 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 kind of way. It's weird. The animation on it though is really cool. Everyone likes to spin their weapons. Everyone. It's like one of the animators discovered that they could like do an effect where they spun their weapons. And every character does it, no matter what the weapon is.
Bow.
Probably. I haven't seen a bow user yet. Pretty sure there's a humanoid bee character in it later.
I love humanoid bee characters.
I know, they should
That's
be in
my
everything.
niche.
You should put one in your dating sim.
Maybe I will.
Maybe.
Charmy.
Charmy.
Charmy the Charmer. He shouldn't be able to date, considering he's like 8.
And they want to grow up to be a social media manager, right?
Charmy.
Yeah. Because they create buzz.
Maybe he's the best wingman.
No, I think that's a more of a bird thing. Joke.
What do insects have?
Gelatinous hope. I don't know.
Gelatinous hope.
Yeah.
The way to put it.
Insect wings are really interesting. They're like membranous, transparent thing. They're wings, but you know.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. It's cool how evolution has like created a lots of different types of wings. You got your skin wings, your skin flappings, you got your feathers, and then you got whatever it is insects have. I guess you also have like butterflies and moths.
Yeah.
They feel slightly different as well.
They do feel slightly different.
Are they just the same sort of structure but furry?
I've never thought about it before.
Are moths just the furries of the insect community?
I've never thought about it before, but how do butterfly and moth wings work? Are they on like a bone?
No, I don't know if they'd be a bone. I don't think
No.
insects have bones.
Exactly, so how does it work?
Hey, Sarah. I don't know, actually.
The green character in Sonic Riders. Jet.
How do you just know
Jet
these?
the hawk.
Oh,
He didn't look like a hawk, he was green.
of course. Well, that's not really off-brand for a Sonic property, though.
Yeah, I know. That was the problem I had. Is I keep wanting there to be consistency in the Sonic designs. And there's
Oh.
not really.
You are barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, I think so. Like, Tails is an orange fox, which is kind of like, okay, I could see that. Fox is kind of orangish. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sonic being a blue hedgehog.
Well,
Like-
he's sort of defined as special in some lores where he was brown but turned blue.
Exactly. That's the law which I thought made sense. back when Sonic 2 was out, I was like, of course, like Tails is normal color because Tails is like, he, is normal fox color. And Sonic is blue because when he ran faster than the speed of sound for the first time, the Sonic Boom permanently changed the tone of his quills and streamlined them.
Of course.
Because
Wait,
that's the Sonic book I had, which had like the origin of Sonic and how he...
his quills were streamlined.
Yeah, they started off and he had more quills, but they...
Like this.
Yeah.
And then they were like...
Yeah.
Ah.
Exactly. That's what my Sonic Origins book told me when I was a kid, and I was like, cool! And then Knuckles appeared. And I was like, wait, what's an echidna? And I looked it up and I was like, oh, echidna, it's a spiny anteater and it's not red. But I was like, okay, but maybe it's just like the red is representative of like a really ruddy brown. Like it's just a different tone of brown to say Tails.
Right, okay.
So I was like, okay, kind of, maybe. And then Amy appeared. And I was like, okay, fuck it. I guess they're all just different colours. I guess nothing means anything.
Yeah, they kind of sort of... I think as properties and ideas go on, they sort of like...
Dilute?
No, it's more like Katamari. The core, you can't really see it and it stops making sense.
But
that's why I think some things should have endings.
Yeah. But more than that, I think you need to have like a design philosophy before you start so that things can be consistent.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with a company owning a narrative world building, is that it'll change hands because it's not from one creator, and so it might be that it's not so much diluting as it is widening the pool of influences on it.
But I think you need to understand when you come onto a project what the design constraints of that project are.
Oh yeah.
And I guess I just didn't feel like the Sonic ones felt particularly consistent. And yeah, sadly, I do think, Hardik, that you're right. Amy is pink because she's a girl. I think that's pretty much as far as the thought process went for that.
Probably.
Yeah, sadly so. But yeah, I mean, I still, whenever they bring out new Sonic characters, I still look for consistency. I still look for them not to have an extra wig of hair, but for the hair to be the colour of the fur.
So can we talk about Rouge?
Yeah, I guess you want to talk about the boobs, huh?
That's weird.
Yes, it is. That is weird. If it wasn't weird enough that all the Sonic girls have to have clothes, because that implies there's something underneath them to hide, it's extra weird that they actually showed cleavage, because now it's like confirmation, yes, they definitely have something to hide.
Is Rouge wearing clothes?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a dress she's wearing, the heart thing.
That's not... Do you know what a dress is?
I'm sorry.
What's the defining feature of a dress?
It's got both the top and a skirt together, combined.
Yeah, there's no skirt on Rouge. She's wearing like a bodice.
Oh.
She has leggings or something on, or trousers.
Forgive me if I just used a clothing term incorrectly.
It's like we're looking at a dress and going like, oh, I like your trousers.
Well, that's the only garment that women wear, isn't it?
Apparently. Except it's not in the Sonic universe. This time we have a bodice with a push-up bra. And I definitely don't like the confirmation that there's stuff underneath the clothes that we need to be concerned about. The sass. I'm just like, but maybe you just forgot what Rouge looked like.
Well, there is that as well.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're picturing someone in a skirt or something.
Forgive me for...
No. I'll never forgive you.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Rouge wears a long dress. Don't you start, Tim.
She has wings, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And arms.
Yeah.
That's
not a bat.
yeah.
But then again, none of the Sonic characters really look like the animals they're meant to be.
They're closer than Rouge.
That's another thing I'd change.
Would you give her a big old bat wings?
No, I'd just maybe make the characters look a little bit more like the animals they're meant to be.
Would you give Rouge like a massive like nose?
Yeah, the artists who have done this much better than I could. I kind of think bat
It's
noses
Rouge.
are cute.
They are, yeah.
You know, I kind of like them.
With lipstick, because that's how
Doesn't
you
need
know.
lipstick.
And a beard.
The thought that the Sonic characters also have to use makeup is kind of depressing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How naked would Sonic be given clothes? They do it in the Sonic movie, and it's just radical.
Well, they Donald Duck him, don't they?
No, no.
What? Oh, you're not talking about the Sonic movie. You're talking about the Sonic
yes,
movie.
I'm sorry. The pre-existing Sonic movie. I understand the confusion.
They in the trailer they Donald Duck him in the recent movie.
They do. It's a bit unsettling. I'm not sure why he has to wear a shirt. If they're trying to disguise him as a child or something, they're doing a really bad job because they're not covering up the huge hedgehog head. He's got like a hat, but that's it.
Yeah, my child is blue. Pay no attention to the fur.
They could have come up with a much better disguise.
They could have just put him in a bag. I think they do that
They
as
could
well.
have just put him in a bag.
They would have saved so much CG time. If they just put Sonic in a bag for like 40 minutes of the movie. He's disguised.
Like you said, I think they could do that.
Yeah, there's a scene where there's the awkward elevator scene or something.
Something. Hasn't Hesby Rouge is a proper bat? He did. The realistic hedgehog suit, that's just a nightmare.
Do you know what I appreciate about the Roger the Rabbit movie?
No.
Is that while Roger is like the comedic comic relief,
yeah,
he does actually he plays a integral part in the main part of the story.
Yeah, I mean the story's really about him.
Yeah. I'm tired of these cartoon character movies where the human story is almost like the more relevant one.
It's strange. I feel almost like people are scared that no one will go and see it unless it has youth in it.
Like,
it's really strange when you think about how Pixar and Disney have been making stories about non-human characters for ages.
Yeah, like the recent Godzilla movie where they have the whole family trouble dynamic thing going on, and it's just so unimportant.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't.
Well, it's not what people went to Godzilla to see.
No, you just want to see the monsters fight. It's like, have an actual in-depth thing of exploring the monsters. The monsters.
The monster.
Yeah, I couldn't actually follow the father's emotional roller coaster in that film. No, because he starts off with being like, yeah, monsters, destroy them all, I hate them. And then there's a scene where they first see Godzilla and he's just sort of like an expert on them? Somehow? Was that established? I was only marginally paying attention to him. Thanks, music, for stopping right now and making that point end flatly. Yeah, why do girls need clothes and boys don't?
Oh. It annoys me. Because it sexualizes them immediately.
Yeah.
Like, you think you're covering them up, but all you're doing is saying there's something that needs to be covered up.
Yeah, you're almost like self-perpetuating and defeating yourself.
I had when I was much younger, I had a Sonic OC. It wasn't a self-insert, it was just a character I made that I thought was cool. And she didn't wear clothes at all. Sometimes she would wear a skirt, sometimes she would wear a coat, but she didn't need to wear either of them.
Gotcha. How's your animating going?
Oh, I'm not really animating anymore.
Oh. What are you doing?
Sonic Bat.
India, this bat is a good bad. We've told to go and look at Rouge in the peg bar.
Bring it up on your screen so I can see it.
I see. Is this supposed to be Tyson? There you go.
There you go. Yeah, she's beautiful. I love her. Yes.
With the help of my associate, Batface the Rogue. All the world's handsome.
I think one of the reasons Tyson's so good at what he does is because he's okay seeing the humor in it as well. He doesn't take it too seriously. It's super important.
Does he take it seriously at all?
I think he really likes it, but obviously you can see how it's mounted.
Oh great.
What is it?
The restream chat has like went completely white and won't load. I'll just reload the page and lose all of my progress. My progress, like your chat messages, they're now gone. Wow, it's not reloading. Kinda tired of restream now. Okay, I have some questions to pitch at the chat.
Yeah.
So at Thought Bubble, I sold out of. Oh come on, chat. Unknown error occurred. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm back. We've got the little squiddy guy saying like hooray. So at Thought Bubble, I sold out of copies of the Bare Naked Ladies book, and this is a good thing in a way. Like, you know, it shows people like that sort of niche item of the thing that I like to make. So what I was wondering is, do people think I should do a volume 2? This isn't, wait for it, this is, don't just be like yes or no, like a volume 2 or an extended volume 1 where it has the same drawings as volume 1 but it would have the content of volume 2 in one package. Tib says, buck naked, please.
Yes, buck naked.
Which means, like, people, I guess the thing is, like, if people have bought volume 1 already and they want volume 2, they would just get volume 1 again.
You mean go get volume 1 again.
If it was an extended volume 1, which is like, it'd be a reprinting with new content, effectively.
Why don't you just make new content?
Both things would be making new content. Either way.
Well, why bother including stuff you've already printed?
Well, the feeling I thought is that the first volume was kind of rushedly put together.
Well, then do a better job for volume 2, but you don't necessarily have to include the same.
Okay, so a lot of people are saying to volume 2. Everyone who's thinking, okay. Tick, tick. It wouldn't necessarily be twice the price for the extended volume. Volume 2, but do a deal. I like that. Okay. I think part of me just wants to make a book that feels a bit more solid, but I can just do more content for volume 2.
Yeah, you can still do that. Just don't necessarily include the same sketch.
Add poetry about bears.
Oh, nice.
Also some bare naked men, please.
That's some good content there. Like the idea of adding poetry.
India sounds quiet now.
Sorry, I might have leant away from my microphone.
Yeah, it's human error.
It's just a me.
I can't fix that.
Not fix me.
Please do one single image of a bear with a woman's head. It's weird how
Just
much
at
that would be more freaky. Oh, that's a good idea. PJ Hart says you can do another version later with the merged books and just be like the collected edition of Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, I like that.
Hart's like, I am a bear. Oh, how the leaves fall. I am a bear.
Beautiful.
It's great. Okay. Poetry.
In motion.
Male bears, please. This is good stuff. Keep it coming. Fish desk. Cool. Okay. Okay, so extended volume. Collected. Edition. Do deals. If I wanted to do deals with volume 1 and 2, I'll need to do a reprint of volume 1.
Do volume 2 first.
Yeah.
And then worry about that.
Cool. You know, I realized that my struggle with like human necks and heads attaching to torsos via the neck is a weakness of mine. And that was exacerbated by the fact that for a long time I just didn't draw that. It was just a fucking bear head that just obscured that part. So I'm gonna try and make a conscious effort to like really think about how the bear head attaches to the...
Yeah, I would like to see like a skeleton interior drawing.
Whoa. Steady now. Don't get
I think that'd be fun though, don't you?
Oh yeah. I was just trying to make it seem like you were being morbid, but I am morbid, thinking of the Balaton. The Balaton? The bear, but the skeleton of the bear. The Balaton. Please do, Tardik, send me all your anatomy notes. How much did you sell it for again? Bare Naked Ladies was £8. It's around about like 30 pages. Maybe I'll take pre-orders this time for the book. I have to come and see the fan. Oh.
What were you expecting?
I don't know.
Got like lotus sleeves for her. Sorry, lotus glove and boot top.
Would it ever be available online? Yes, the previous one was. I ran out of them.
Yeah, sold out sadly now, but it was available online.
If you got it online as well, there was an option to get a original sketch in the front of it from me. I only printed 50 of them back when I made it because I had no idea. I was taking it to Thought Bubble going, I have no idea if people will even be receptive to this.
Yeah.
And
They was.
they was, yeah. It was funny, it was nice. Our table has this weird kind of like dynamic to it, which is sort of like wholesome, cute vibe.
Bears.
And then fucking naked bears in the middle. If I could get away with it, I would do prints, but like the only way to really sell prints at Thought Bubble is to have them on display. So I couldn't really do that because there'd be nudity. I guess I could do post-it notes or something. But is that just sensationalizing and like making it titillating if I like put post-it notes over the prints? I guess I'm not trying to get around an online I don't know. I got told off for that on Patreon for like putting up images of bare naked ladies but with like black bars over them. They're like, hey now, don't do that. And I'm like, oh, but
Yeah, I'm sorry.
do what you love, says D. Sorry to like derail the topic to be just about me, India. So I just wanted to see what people thought.
It's okay, I was throwing it back. Don't even worry about it. I talk so much during these streams. You know,
Yeah, you
nice
do.
for you to actually get a chance to talk about.
Stuff that I care about. I don't care about anything you care about. So it was nice. Thank you.
That can't be.
Yeah, I like that about it too, Tib. Like,
Yeah, that would be my idea for perhaps a redesign. I mean, there's still stuff that I would change about it. It's not particularly well drawn, but the ideas are there. You don't need the female to have a skirt and dress on for it to be a female. You don't even have to like differentiate your characters by gender tropes at all. I mean, in terms of like build or anything. Don't need eyelashes. Show a range of characters.
yeah, I just kind of want to comment on what Tiz was saying, that the bare naked ladies don't feel sexual. I like that. I like that it's kind of matter of fact.
If it was you, Tib, she'd need a poncho.
She would need a poncho. The Batwings are kind of poncho-ish.
Yeah, that's what I like about them.
Because, yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
And we should away. It's past 10 o'clock.
Oh.
I like how your picture just has "and then Knuckles" written above it. So that's like the title for this really nice contemplative girl design where she's like sat just thinking about stuff.
I guess it's a sort of a design. Like a drawing is kind of a design based on a reference, right?
Yeah, it just looks like a design because of the way you're drawing it. It's lovely.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a really nice... I was really sort of like half dead and tired this morning, but I'm feeling a bit more chipper.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm going to go and sleep for an hour before we have to go out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tibbs literally refers to their poncho as bat wings.
So cool. Ponchos are the best. And now, if for anyone who didn't know, Tib gave me a poncho, which is amazing. I'll probably wear it today, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just there.
It's great. It's really cute. It's white and it's got this kind of nice patterned print all along the trim. And it's got a bunch of cute cats on it, like sticking their arms in the air, and then it says "surrender" across the front.
I wish
I love it so much.
I wish behind me was a little tidier. I would get you to model it. India's literally wearing her Pikachu onesie.
I am.
At the moment, she's chewed up. Wait. Not like that. Also, before we head off, finally, my favorite episode of our Dream Daddy series went up on Saturday, and I encourage you all to watch episode 15.
It's only because there's one line in it that Mike really likes.
I really
That's all.
Really like it.
Anywho.
See if you can find it. It's a treasure hunt.
Yeah, sure it is.
Episode 15. We're on a date with Robert.
Watch it only if you guys want to. But it's been a fun series to make.
Yeah.
Now we must away.
Okay.
I must go.
Go nap.
I must go and put my head on the pillow again for an hour.
Let me put this.
I'll get dressed first, and then I'm ready to like jump out of bed and immediately go.
See, that rouge design looks awesome.
Thanks.
And feels more in keeping with the...
Well, it's less sexualized, which is why I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. There's the thing. Alright, we're off.
Alright, we're going.
And then Knuckles. I'm gonna name the stream that.
And then Knuckle.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Take care, everyone.
Yeah,
And may the rest
of your day
be filled
with
adventure. I'm gonna learn to sing. That.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Brava.
Bye.